Is AI writing books for people? It sure is. I mean, you can go online and you could probably find hundreds of books that have been entirely written by AI. Now, I wouldn't say that they're probably the best books, that they're very quality books, but you can generate something and you can pop it out there and you could have it published tomorrow, especially as an ebook. Now, that said, there are plenty of authors out there who are still interested in having really high quality books. These are people who want their books to stand for their brand, to show their expertise and their thought leadership, to get them media attention, to get them speaking gigs, to get them higher paying gigs, and attract a higher quality of client. Those are the people who we see at Your Bestselling Book. My colleague and best friend Jen Tate and I have been doing this work for 3 years now, and we were worried when ChatGPT came out that we were going to lose interest in our company and in our business as ghostwriters, book coaches, developmental editors, freelance editors. And that is not the case at all. In fact, the opposite is true. We have seen it take off. We have seen a huge increase in the number of people coming to us for help with their books. And here are some of the reasons why. All right, number one is the overwhelmed yet determined beginner. These are people who have never written a book before. They're just getting started and they don't even know where to begin. They need a professional's help defining what exactly should my book be about. I have this idea for my professional life, this idea for my personal life. I'm not sure what's the best way to start. Maybe I have more than one book in me. And hey, if that's the case, great, all the better. But where do I begin? And we can sit down with you, strategize, talk through who are you as a person? Where are you trying to get to? Why are you writing this book? How is the book going to facilitate your journey as an author, your journey towards name recognition, towards a legacy to leave behind for your grandkids, whatever it is that your objective is. So that's number one, is the overwhelmed yet determined beginner who needs help determining what is their book really about and who it's for, and then honing in on that precise idea that we feel would be the best first book. Number two is the publishing path paralyzed. Okay, now this I cannot even tell you, in 30 years of working in the traditional publishing industry, this is the number one question that I have gotten, and it's the same question to this day. AI does not help you answer this question. Which publishing path should I pursue? There are numerous paths. The one that most people know about is traditional publishing. This is where you get a literary agent if you can. Very few people do. You get a book deal if you can. Less than 1% of people who pursue a book deal get one. And then a big New York 5 publishing house like Random House, Penguin Putnam, they publish your book, they do all the production, and they do some level of promotion, not a lot, but a little bit. And in return, they take 85% of your profits forevermore. Okay. And they control a lot of the IP. It's still a great deal for some people who want that extra level of credibility, but we help people sort through that. And if you decide, I definitely want to pursue the traditional publishing path, then we can help you write a killer book proposal that is going to get the attention of a literary agent, to connect with an agent, potentially, if you have the right platform and quality. And if not, we say, hey, look, great news. You can self-publish or hybrid publish, and we'll take you down that path. What does that look like? What are your options? You could pay somebody like Forbes $8,000 or $10,000. You could, $50,000 or $60,000, or someone like us at the Story Cure Press, $8,000. And we will publish your book. We'll get it up on Kindle. You can do print on demand, Ingram Spark, which distributes to all the independent bookstores. And we'll walk you through all of that and hold your hand through it. So that's another type of client that we see, and we help you sort through which is the best publishing path for me. And we will take you down that path, traveling it with you as professionals. Third type of coaching client that we're seeing at Your Bestselling Book. This is my business partner and best friend, Jen Tate. We also have a host of other ghostwriters who are outstandingly talented people who've written for Time Magazine, people who've published multiple books, and they're on our team as well. And this is the AI assisted writer. So this is what the person who has really written an entire manuscript using AI, and some of them are not bad. They're not terrible. They're definitely not great. And they're coming to us and saying, please help me elevate my book, okay? Help me elevate it. Like, this is a decent book, I know, but it sounds like ChatGPT. It sure does. Like, I can tell that in 2 pages. And it's missing pieces. It's not always flowing clearly. It doesn't have a lot of stories in it. And wow, this coaching client, they really need a human being to sit with their content and say, yes, I can help you get this to the next level. Let's take it from the level of like the LinkedIn post that I'm sure you're all reading, the newsletter that I'm sure you're all reading, that is work slop, that is just generated by AI and doesn't have any personality and it all sounds the same. And let's turn it into something that you can really feel proud of. That's something that you want to sell at every speaking event that you're at, something that you want to drag with you in your suitcase when you travel, something that you want to take into all the bookstores in your neighborhood and say, hey, I wrote a book. I'd love to come speak to your audience about this. I'm so excited. Like, let's get people here to talk about what I have to share. That's the kind of book that we help people write at Your Bestselling Book. And the 4th type of client that we see for our book coaching services is the content chaos creator. And this I've definitely seen since ChatGPT was released about 3 years ago. And this is the person who is just drowning in content. They have newsletters, they have podcasts they've done, they've had courses they've created, they've been using AI, and they've just generated a slew of words, and more words, and they're just drowning, lost in the soup. We can help you with that too. We can just cut to the core and say, this is what you want to focus on. Get rid of the rest. Let's save it for another time. It all can be used eventually. And let's create something that is short, simple, clear, and helps your reader. Because ultimately, that's what your book is for. It's for you. It's a healing journey, especially if you do the work of authoring it yourself. And also it's for your reader. Where do you want to take them? What's the journey that you want to take them on? What's the transformation that you want your reader to experience? And so these are the ways that we at Your Bestselling Book help the author, because the author must author. At some point, you're going to have to roll your sleeves up, dive in, look at the words on the page and say, is this really having the impact that I want it to? And we can help. We can help at every phase of that journey, from first conceptualizing it to choosing your publishing path, to working your way through the AI slop, to finalizing a beautiful draft and publishing it, because we just launched our own imprint, the Story Cure Press, so we can take you all the way to the finish line with the published book that you're holding in your hand. And that is really a thrilling part of the author journey. So if you're interested, reach out and talk to us. We have an online course running a cohort right now of 10 extraordinary human beings who are all really top-notch, brilliant, intelligent people. And that's really the way that you can join us in one way. That's a more affordable way. It's a little more done with you. And then there's the done for you model. You can either hire us as book coaches to work with you, or we can just take it and we can ghostwrite it. Sit down with you, have conversations, and create a finished product. So my name's May Fox. I'd love to speak with you, and feel free to sign up for a half-hour free strategy session. Find your hook, write your book, and I look forward to speaking with you.